I am inconceivably mad with Toyota, and you want to know what? This time, I'm done. I'm sick of it. Toyota is a shit brand, and you should not buy from them. Their cars suck. I am so sick and tired of this, and finally, I have reached my breaking point. Guess what they did? Guess what the geniuses over at Toyota, which have the most successful car company in all of history, guess what these absolute morons, scum of the earth, stupid people decided to do? They replaced the old Toyota Highlander. Finally, Toyota made one stupid damn car that was better than the previous generation, which it seems like it's impossible for them to do. And guess what? That was fine. It was a great generation. Now they're replacing that generation yet again. And this new generation is all electric. Now, let me preface this video by saying some things. I don't hate electric vehicles. I'm not one of the people that goes, Toyota's really done it this time, which they really have, and I'm mad. But I don't hate electric vehicles, but I hate it when they pull this stupid shit. I hate it. Toyota, your days are numbered. I can't stand it. Let's look at this, and I'm going to point out every single reason why the new Highlander is one of the worst Toyota products ever in history, and why it should not replace the Highlander as an all-EV, because EVs are the worst possible type of family car on the entire planet. It is the worst possible choice you could make for a family car is an EV. They suck. They suck. They're just so bad. Look at the interior. Look at this piece of shit, vapid, wide, disgusting, gigantic, hideously styled, atrociously. This is the ugliest interior I have ever seen. Whatever designer worked on this, you suck. You suck. You are a shit designer. It looks like shit. It looks horrible. Whoever designed this, you're terrible. First of all, there's no functionality. It's the same issue we have in every single modern day Toyota vehicle. There is no functionality anymore. There's not a cubby. There's not a place. There's not a thing that isn't adorned with shitty Chinese black plastic or some other stupid bullshit that Toyota's put there for some stupid reason. At least the steering wheel has a third spoke, because I know with Toyota, that's too damn much to ask. What did they add? They added nothing. They made it worse. This is a worse interior than the current Highlander interior that we already had. They made a worse car for more money, and it's an all-EV projected to start at $50,000. For young families who think they can afford that, who is your consumer base here? You know that you have Lexus. You have an entire luxury brand. If you wanted to make this car, you could make it under Lexus. Why are you selling it as a Toyota? Normies, normal people who want to get from A to B, who would traditionally buy a Highlander, are not going to accept this. A Highlander, they don't want it. They're not going to buy it. And they shouldn't. And you should go bankrupt because you're stupid. They even took away the console. There was in every single generation of the Highlander, there is a console in the passenger and driver's side. Not only did they take away the passenger one, you can't put your sunglasses. I guarantee, like every other piece of shit Toyota product nowadays, there's no sunglass holder on the roof because we're too cheap to put that. You cheap, lazy engineers. You lazy, I hate these engineers. Toyota hires these engineers en masse. They can't do anything. They suck. You can't engineer a sunglasses holder. You can't reuse the old one. No, we can't engineer anything that actually does anything. We can't actually use our engineering degrees. What we need to do is make the ugliest, most vapid, disgusting interior I have ever seen, and let's just just make it full of shit. This interior looks like crap, and the worst part is it's so wide. Why? They're trying to make it like a Yukon. You have the Grand Highlander. Why does it need to be an EV? Hyundai and Kia are over there. They're doing the EVs. They get away with that. They're cheap. They're Korean. You're not cheap, and you're not Korean. People are not going to trust Toyota with EVs, a company that is known for not making EVs. Are you kidding me? What were they thinking? And that stupid, disgusting, hideous, just the shittiest touchscreen. Toyota, your technology sucks. Your screen technology, all of it, it's all sucked. Entune sucked. Entune 1 sucked. I used that. It was horrible. Entune 2, I have Entune 1 in my Prius, Entune 2 in my RAV4. That one is even worse. You keep making them worse. And the new screen isn't better anyway. And it's shared with Subaru. Subaru, don't even get me started on Subaru. And Lexus now. And they all suck. They're just shit. It's worse than the current Entune 3 or whatever shit name you the steering wheel is worse. You have less storage. The controls are less clear. And the best one, it's not even a design language. What thing on this car matches with any other Toyota product? Nothing. That's the entire point of Toyota, is that they reuse parts to be cheap. We are having companies like Nissan making cheap cars for the first time in a long time, and Toyota's deciding that they're going to stop reusing parts and make entirely bespoke shit interiors, I might add. What are we doing here? EV only? What's the point now? Do you not want any buyers? Do you want no buyers at all? I guarantee you, this piece of shit, I can't call it a RAV4, whatever this thing is supposed to be comes out, it's going to sell horribly because no one wants to buy a $50,000 EV and no one has the money to do that. Toyota, wake up. You are the brand of the people. You don't have a Scion. Your entire cheap economy brand is the Corolla now. That's it. That's all you have. And you're killing that off? Are you kidding me? I'm so angry. And this interior is bullshit. I hate this. Every single car that we get now is a useless piece of shit. We can have a car as big as a GMC Yukon, and yet you are telling me, honestly, that the amount of seats, the engineers that get paid $150,000 a year to figure this out, could only fit six uncomfortable-looking, shit-looking seats into that car and a glass roof. What are you thinking? You are not Tesla. You are Toyota. This is not what you do. This is not what Toyota is supposed to do. You know how much the price is going to raise? Because the current Highlander offers a sunroof, and that's a $2,000 add-on. What is the matter with you? What are they doing? 6 seats. That is one more seat than a Corolla in a family-sized crossover. What the hell is anyone supposed to do with 6 seats? For most people who had a Highlander, that's not even enough seats to fit their children and their spouse. Because believe it or not, Toyota, not everyone is a useless person who doesn't do anything in life. Some people actually have children. Some people actually have jobs. Some people don't just sit there and go, what do the people want? Well, I don't understand why they would have children since no one's having kids anymore. So let's just turn it into a RAV4. Toyota... What is the matter with you? You realize, because this is the issue that every single car company is succumbing to. Useless, stupid people. People that go home, they have jobs that are not critical to society. All they do is have opinions and sit at home and do nothing. They do nothing with their entire life. They just sit there and they rot in their couches and their beds and they do nothing. Some people actually have kids. Some people have a life that they actually live. Some people, if they didn't show up to work, we would actually have issues, Toyota. Those are the people who buy Toyotas. Dan, the elementary school teacher. John, the person who works at the nuclear power plant. Not stupid Rosie, who sits in her apartment all day and watches the news. And I'm a casting talent director. What's another stupid, vapid job title they have nowadays? I'm assistant of cleaning up for the preschool. Not everyone has jobs that don't mean anything. Some people actually like to take their kids from places. Some people don't want an EV because it's not practical. Some people work in HVAC. Some people work in the trades. Some people have jobs where they actually do things, and they may like the Highlander for the same reason that people like wagons in the 90s, because you could put an air conditioning system back there. You could put a lot back there. You could fold all the seats down. You essentially have a truck in a bed. Again, the Sienna would be better at that, but people use the Highlanders for that too, because maybe they need all-wheel drive. Maybe they live in some of the suburbs of the United States or England and the UK, and they have a really long, steep driveway that they need to get up. No one wants an EV for that. An EV can't tow. They suck at that. The range is shit no matter what they say. And no matter how long the range is, it is never going to be able to compete with a gasoline vehicle. Never. Never, 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 never. You are never going to buy an EV and have the exact same experience you would have with a gasoline car, because there's not an EV charger on every single corner block. And if they are, they're slow and they're destroyed and people hate them and the app doesn't work and you need a different app for every single one of them. It is annoying and it is not ready yet. Toyota, stop pushing this on people, because you want to, I hate the people that stick to a brand name. Oh, I like the RAV4, but now I've had 10 kids, but I still want the RAV4 to hear. I hate those people. But Toyota, some people do actually like sticking with a car that gives them what they need, and if their needs haven't changed, they go back to buy a Highlander, and they find out that it's something else. Can't even fit their kids anymore. Are you kidding me? And they've ruined the Highlander. And again, this does not come out of some stupid, they've really done it this time. Not something like that. The Highlander is the best car on Toyota's lineup as of 2026, and they just killed it with some stupid, vapid bullshit. Toyota, why? To be economical, Toyota, you need to understand your place. You need to be put in your place. I feel like Tony Soprano right now. You need to be put in your damn place. You are a car company. I don't give a shit what you think about politics or EVs or helping the world. I don't care about your views on that. What I do care is you making a damn good car. Something that you have not been able to do, and you damn well know you have not been able to do it for the past decade or so. The last good car you made was probably the 1999 Toyota Corolla. Everything else then has been vapid, senseless shit. Remember the stupid GR Corolla that caught on fire that Toyota said, oh, well, it's the tires and we can't be held responsible. It's the GM Firestone thing again. No, the Ford Firestone Explorers and whatever thing. It's that again, but Toyota this time. Remember the wheel hubs falling off the Toyota trucks, those shitty trucks that everyone likes for some reason, that can't do an ounce of work? Those trucks, those Toyota trucks, because that's really what Toyota is now. They're a useless, stupid, vapid brand. And they just killed the most useful car in their lineup for some vague idea. Look at the image. A mom with the EV plug and her daughter taking her to school. This is the people that this car is from. A woman who has one kid and nothing else going on. Her entire life is just this one child. And she got a Highlander. Well, I have kids, so I need an extra 2 seats. Not for a family of 4. You saw the image that I showed in the other. That's a real, actual, big, gigantic family that would need a vehicle of this size. What happens when the grandparents visit? What happens when they fly in from LA or wherever the grandparents, or from Florida, more likely, because a lot of old people. I love Florida. What happens when they fly in? Where are they supposed to sit? Yeah, I guess if you only have one kid. Toyota. How much does the average person need? Okay, the point of the Highlander is that it's for families, not for Janice, who has 2 kids. She doesn't need a Highlander. She can get one. That's America. You can do whatever you want, but she does not need one. This is so annoying. Speaking of Tony Soprano, I mean, seriously, I just feel like I need to grab Toyota by the throat and say, give me my money. Give me actually decent cars. And it feels like Toyota is acting like Tony. They're beating up the buyers. If you want a Highlander, you need to buy an EV. You need to conserve. You need to be a good American and a good person to the earth, whatever the hell that
means. Conserve.
Just after they launched the 25th edition of the Highlander Hybrid. You know who bought the Highlander Hybrid? Families that wanted more range out of their gas car. Not stupid, moms who only have one child, no husband. I need my car. Those are not the people buying the Highlander Hybrid, at least not en masse. Toyota, what is the matter with you? I seriously, I don't get it. It's like they're trying to self-destruct. I mean, they're like Jan Levinson in The Office. They just can't help themselves. It's ridiculous. And you want to know, so far you could have thought, wow, I swear too much. Wow, this is crazy. I hate this. Their new EV couldn't be that bad. Guess how much range it has? Take a guess. 287 miles per gallon with front-wheel drive. With all-wheel drive, it drops to 270. Guess how much range the old Highlander Hybrid got? 600 miles. Half the range? And literally almost half the seats? It pissed me off when they got rid of the little middle seat divider and you only had 7 seats. 6 seats and half the range. This car is useless. This is a useless piece of shit. No one wants a car that can't do anything. People would never have switched to cars from horses if the cars sucked like this thing does. Toyota, I hope you don't sell any cars. You deserve it. You've been playing fast and loose with your stupid reputation that, quite frankly, you don't even deserve anymore. And you should get it wiped right off your ass. Because you want to know what? You have been making mistakes. And I'm going to let them know. I'm letting them know. Toyota, the wheel wells, like the hubs that the wheels connected to on the new Tundra, those fell off because Toyota engineers, they suck. They used to be so good in 2015 with the engineering and staying away from the direct injection and knowing the compromises of complexity. Now they just don't care anymore. Just put everything there, forget all the Japanese terms and stopping the factory plant when there's an issue. Screw all of that. Let's just release some shit. We're the new Kia. Just crap all over the market with our stupid bullshit. Ugh, it's so annoying. Even worse, what is stopping them from just using the design of putting an engine under the hood? If they put an engine under this car and maybe put 8-seater like the original one that can actually compete with a minivan, which is what people actually need when they actually buy a Highlander, instead of doing that, it's an EV. Why? You could improve the car 2,000% by putting an engine under the hood. Some EVs are okay. Most of them are not. This is the worst use case for an EV. EVs are fine in certain cases when you need a lot of power. With a family SUV, you don't need that much power. What you need is range. You need reliability. All things that EVs are shit at. They suck at. The range is terrible. For an EV, the towing distance is going to be horrible. They're so temperamental. You know, if you roll down a window, oh, well, your range goes down. You can't drive as fast now. And I get the same with my miles per gallon. A traditional gas powertrain is way less whiny than an electric powertrain ever will be. And you know that this car is going to be the most unsufferable thing with the binging, the bonging. It's like when Jeremy Clarkson was riding in this BMW and he kept going bing, bong, bing because he had the door open or whatever. And he said, I found a way to stop it. And he turned the key off, the ignition off, and turned the car off. Now you can't even do that anymore. I just have to listen to my car scream at me. Not happening. I'm so tired of Toyota. I kept making excuses on this channel. I kept saying, Toyota's still better than GM. I don't know if they are anymore. And even worse, the other GM brands, the other Japanese brands are just GM brands. The new Honda Prostate or Prologue or whatever they're calling that piece of shit is just a Chevrolet Blazer EV. What is it? The Equinox EV. It's the same car with a different logo. It has the same steering wheel. Are you kidding me? First of all, let's roast their EVs. What's the damn point of the CHR? Seriously, what is the stupid point of the damn CHR? You get a BZ but worse for $3,000 more on starting price. You know that the original CHR is renowned for being great Uber cars. They last a long time. Young people love to buy them because they were cheap. Now it's more expensive than just the regular Toyota EV? Who thought that this would be a good idea? We're going to make it more expensive than the regular one, and it's supposed to be cheap? You get less storage space in your back. You get a stupid, dinky little rear door handle. You essentially get a hatchback for the price, for more than you would for the stupid SUV? Are you kidding me? And then they took the BZ4X, stripped it of its 4X-ness to make the stupid BZ Woodland. Who the hell wants the Woodland? Who asked? Who wanted the Woodland? Who? No one, I'm like an owl over here. No one wanted this thing. Yeah, what I really want is an off-road car that can't go anywhere, can't do shit, and I want to have to plug it in. You know, when James May and Top Gear went out in the jungle with those cars, I think it was the BMW and the Volvo and the Subaru, when they did that, and they were, running off just petrol or whatever they could find. Do you think they could do that with a Toyota BZ Woodland in 20 years? No, because this piece of shit is going to be sitting in a junkyard, all like the Chinese EVs are going to be. They're going to be sitting there, rotting away in a junkyard 2 years after the lease is up, because you want to know what? Toyota doesn't care about it anymore, and neither do the buyers, because they're done playing with it now. And I just hope that this comes back to bite Toyota in the ass, because this is what Toyota was afraid it was going to become. In the 90s, they've turned into GM, fast and loose with their money. Now what are they going to start doing? Buying and killing car companies like GM? It's not worth it. Don't buy a Toyota anymore. You're better off buying a 15-year-old Toyota RAV4 than you are buying a brand new RAV4, because that thing will last you probably longer if you stop time completely and you started it with one car with 147,000 miles, like the 2010 RAV4, and a brand new RAV4. That 2010 would have less repairs and do better than the brand new one would. It's so annoying. It's just so stupid. The people that are running this company are genuinely the most incompetent, incontinent people I have ever... they're so stupid. They don't even know their own buyers anymore. They don't even know what they want. Are you kidding me? How did the greatest car company from the world turn to shit? Now moving on to giving Toyota a little bit of common sense. People are going to say, well, what authority do you have? Have you worked in the thing? I have common sense. Something that is not so common that apparently Toyota doesn't have. The Crown. What the hell is that thing supposed to be? Realist, tell me what it is. Volvo tried this with the S60 cross country. And you want to know what happened? No one bought it. And no one's buying the Crown either, you stupid people. The Tacoma iForce Max. It's got a 4-cylinder. It's a piece of shit. It's a stupid turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid piece of crap. It's not even a real car anymore. The Sequoia, this gigantic piece of crap. The Land Cruiser. Again, it's just a small engine with a bunch of shit strapped onto it with a gigantic, like 10-liter, whatever, 4-cylinder. Like how they make Boeings now. It's like it got like an airplane engine. 2 cylinders and they're massive. And it's gutless. The interior, there's zero visibility from the driver's position. The tech sucks. It's years behind, and it's still terrible and annoying and finicky to use. The GR86. Toyota, you'll never be a performance brand. And the only thing that you had was cool, niche Japanese cars. You don't have that anymore. The GR86 is basically just a Camry. The GR Corolla catches on fire. And the Camry, which is in place of the Supra, because the Supra is just a BMW. It might as well not even be on this damn list. And the Camry... Don't even get me started on the Camry. 2 cars, a brand new Toyota Camry and a 2017 LE tan Toyota Camry with tan cloth interior. Which one would you rather have? I'd have the 2017. I would trust that car to take me to the nether realm. I would trust that car to take me to the ends of the earth and through the ocean more than I would trust a brand new Camry to take me to the Rite Aid down the street. Toyota, this is my ending part here, my ending monologue, I guess you could call it, which I hate that name because that's for shitty late night people that don't know what they're talking about. Toyota, you need to pull your head out. I don't know what you're doing or what your plan is, but whatever it is, it's going to fail. The sales are declining, and the money is multiplying, and it's not going good for you. By 2030, you will have no reputation. You're not even going to want to buy a Toyota. Why would I buy a Toyota? They suck. You know, the entire reason why people still put up with your shit, with your stupid crap, is because of your reputation. And you're going to lose that pretty soon. And what are you going to be? Let me hear it. Another stupid Kia that's just wandering off. Oh, I hope someone will rescue me. Just you with no aim or guide, whatever. And Toyota becoming Lexus. Why have Lexus? You know how hard Toyota worked to differentiate Lexus from Toyota in the 1990s? And you're flushing that all down the shitter because... Why? Because of why? And you want to know, usually with Toyota, say, oh, they probably know what they're talking about. They probably know what they're doing. No, they don't. No, they damn don't. They don't know anything. They can't figure it out. They're sitting there like a monkey using tools for the first time, and they are incompetent and incontinent. So you want to know what? I'm done. On this channel, I'm done with Toyota. Doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about Toyota. It's like a child that's severely sick. That's also really annoying. Maybe like a horrible person, like baby Hitler. I hope that they get better because of their humanity. I hope that they get better because of their history. But at the same time, do I really want them to succeed? No, because they need to know what is coming to them. Because it's their fault. Like someone who screws up their life and always makes it, skids past and gets away with it. I hope Toyota doesn't get away with it. Because you want to know what? Maybe then we'll actually get a damn decent car again. And I yearn for those days. I pray for them every night. That's it. Toyota... No one wants this. Not even you want this at the end. I don't know what you're doing with this. But I know you don't have a plan of yours. I know you're just running around like a chicken with your head cut off and you're not doing anything. And that is worse than doing nothing. Is doing something stupid. But Toyota, listen, if you're going to do something wrong, do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the EVs don't have to be shit. And yet you're making them shit anyway. So, you know... Anyway, with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm tired, and I'm really done with Toyota. I can't stand them. They're insufferable.